In a small, quiet town nestled between rolling hills, there was a library that only opened at midnight. Locals called it the Midnight Library, and it was said to hold books that could change your life if you were brave enough to visit. One rainy night, a young woman named Clara, burdened by regrets and lost dreams, decided to give it a try. She had heard whispers about the library from her grandmother, who claimed to have found a book that showed her the life she could have lived if she had made different choices. At exactly midnight, Clara stood before the old, ivy-covered building. The door creaked open on its own, and she stepped inside. The air was thick with the scent of aged paper and dust. Rows of bookshelves stretched endlessly, each book glowing faintly as if alive. A soft voice echoed through the library. "Choose wisely, for every book holds a different path." Clara wandered the aisles, her fingers brushing against the spines of countless books. Finally, one caught her eye. Asterisk the life you could have lived. Asterisk. She pulled it from the shelf and opened it. Suddenly, she was no longer in the library. She was standing in a bustling city, wearing a sharp business suit, surrounded by skyscrapers. She was a successful CEO, living a life of luxury and power. But something felt off. She missed her family, her quiet hometown, and the simplicity of her old life. Clara closed the book and found herself back in the library. She picked up another. Asterisk the life of adventure. Asterisk this time, she was traveling the world, climbing mountains and diving into oceans. It was thrilling, but lonely. She realized she didn't want to live without the people she loved. One by one, Clara explored different lives, each one showing her a version of herself she could have been. But none felt right. Finally, she found a small, unassuming book titled Asterisk the Life You Have. Asterisk. She opened it and was transported back to her own life. She saw herself sitting on her porch, sipping tea, watching the sunrise over the hills. She saw her friends laughing, her family gathered around the dinner table, and the small joys she had overlooked. The voice spoke again. "The greatest story is the one you're already living." Clara closed the book, tears in her eyes. She left the library that night with a newfound appreciation for her life, imperfections and all, and from that day on, she never looked back.